What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome back to the Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. So last episode, we finally got here onto the continent. We got to the mainland now. We did some quick explorations. We got a fast travel point. We had our first open world boss encounter over there with an ogre who almost kicked our ass. We got a couple levels, and I did want to wrap up last episode with this flooded mine. We didn't have time, so I figured I got my coffee. It's pretty early in the day, so let's get some open world exploration on, shall we? See what kind of goodies are in store in this game's dungeons. I'm also kind of curious how they're set up in general, so... Of course, one of the first things I want to do here is dip into a dungeon. I want to see what they have to offer us in terms of the open world exploration rewards. Because a lot of times, like, I ran into this problem specifically in Skyrim a lot, where towards the end of certain things, I would just stop exploring because I'm like, okay, so I've been in there, I know the deal. I go left down the cave side, and then there's going to be a chest with a health potion and a rare ring, and then that's that. And so I kind of stopped giving a shit about exploring a lot of times in those games. I'm hoping this game won't be like that, and there'll be some cool rewards every time we dip into a place like this. Because it looks cool, and it has the atmosphere on point, as does most of the stuff I've run into in this game. It all looks on point. Fuck all you. Can I get cheeky? I can be cheeky. Oh no. The cheese. I mean, when in Rome, right? When life gives you lemons, I would recommend you squeeze. Come on. This is just me squeezing. You know, I think if I tried hard enough, I could probably get him with the spell too, I think. So make sure you chop in between the bars. Yeah, like that. I don't think his attacks can phase through it like mine are. I think he's literally just cooked. Come on, bitch. That's crazy. Very unfortunate with this corpse eater. You gotta kind of angle it down a little. Yeah, he can't phase through like I can. Well, he's dead next time I hit him. And I can loot you through here too. That's tough. Armor from Corpse Eaters. Arthur, Phaelgus Black. I have worked iron, bone, and weird tainted chitin, but nothing unsettles the hands like the flesh of Corpse Eaters. Tough, sinewy, and stubborn against the blade, it clings to death like a jealous lover. To make armor of it, first strip the hide while the beast is still warm. Once cold, the flesh stiffens like dried tendon. Soak it in a mix of brine and charcoal ash. This purges the lingering rot and hardens the skin without making it brittle. When layered, it resists slashes better than boiled leather, yet moves easier than plated mail. Many scavengers and druids prize such garb, though few wear it long. They speak of whispers in the dark, of unseen eyes watching from the gloom. The dead call to their own, after all. Well, that's pretty cool. And so we have recipes to craft a whole armor set based on that then, huh? And I'm gonna guess that we wrap around to that by getting cheeky in the water. That's what I'm gonna assume. Yeah, there's a chest hidden at the bottom of the water. Saw that right away. Meteorite throwing knife, huh? Okay, let's not drown after we just cheesed our good friend. What do you have for me? Lockpick? Nothing else I'm interested in. Let's run up here. Do you have anything for us? Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for the enemy we were just fighting that he's so heavily cheesable. It looked like it would have been a tough fight too. I had to hit him a bunch of times though. Now imagine that fight legit. Let's make sure I don't miss anything. Hello. Coin, lockpick, health potion. Always, we'll take the health potions. That's the way we came. Yeah, the dual-wield kind of longsword, dagger, offhand fantasy that I'm gonna go for here, I think will play out quite well. It's an enemy. First things first. This is the way that I would have come in otherwise. Yes, it is, I think so. We gotta work our way back around to that chest when we get a chance.
We're not safe here.
Come on then.
I'm not scared of you!
Come on. Rusty short sword. Copper. The parry is very satisfying to play with.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, come on.
I'll fight till I die!
No, no, we're not doing this.
I'll fight till I die! I will bleed you! You'll have to do better. You'll be fertilizing the soil!
There we go.
You fight like a milkman! I'll have your head on a pike!
Oh, E is the execute button. When you break their stamina, you press E and it executes. I saw that. Oh. Oh, is that an archer? Throwing at me. You are an archer.
You fight like a milkmaid!
Yeah, that's the execute. Ragged villager dress. I gotta tell you, I'm not too interested in a ragged villager dress. Yeah, that feels good, man. The parries. The first person RPG with a parry mechanic is something that I have always kind of wanted. It's something I feel like would have made Skyrim a lot better too, honestly. If they had that in there.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Come on, man.
Be prepared for anything.
Way too early, man. Come on.
Coming.
Way early again. Let's take some of this dude's soul.
I won't go down easy.
I'm just gonna bleed you dry. Fine, easy, homie.
I'll teach you to I'll teach you to respect me.
One of you first.
You fight like a milkmaid. You fight like a milkmaid. I will prove. Egg for more.
Oh, he died from hitting me because of my helmet that reflects damage back. That's a shame. I was gonna try and use him to get used to the heavy weapon parrying. We are making money, gentlemen. Lots and lots of money. Low chest. Maybe to the left. That's to the right. Coin, great mana. Old steel mace. Restores 10 health after killing an enemy. That would be useful if we were going for that kind of one-handed cleric kind of build. I might dip into that. That might be the kind of thing that I keep around just because if I'm like low on health, I can just pull it out real fast. Maybe if I'm in a tight spot after some exploration, I just pull that out real quick, get my health back from a couple kills on like peasants. And then explore on like nothing happened. I could have come up here and flanked, I guess. If I was trying to be a sneaky boy. Alchemy station. Well, I can finally make this. Okay, a small health potion for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely craft that. Small mana potion. I don't think we'll need much of that. Fish oil. Increases lifesteal by 10%. That's fine for now. Happy we finally managed to make some potions. I think that's the first batch of alchemy XP we've managed to get. See him over there on the high ground. How do I get up to kill you?
Stay sharp.
You already see me? You do.
Say your prayers. You fight like a milkmaid.
I saw your friend down here. Let's see, how do I wrap around to sack his ass? Because I obviously want to kill him. And I guess they were just dumping the corpses down here. Real nice. That one had a medic's drill on him. Oh, doctor's down into the abyss. Picky little shit. Got a golden ring. I'm guessing this is gonna slide us around to the big boss corpse eater. Yeah, there's a lot of dead in this cave. Come on then. Oh, shit. Okay. So be careful with the ones with the sacks on their back, because they blow the fuck up. Understood. So we'll just back up from those. Argue. Little rock throwing shits. Stop it. Oh my god, this is toxic. enough. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck the stamina management and just chop them up. Skippy little bastards. I'll just take all that. Eat my soup, get my health back over time. Maybe I'll take the battle axe. I gotta make sure that I remember to keep an eye on my carry weight, because I'm pretty sure last time we played, when my carry weight got too high, I'm pretty sure I started running like shit. Or dodging like shit, rather. So, I gotta keep an eye on that. I think you get slower, and things cost more stamina the heavier your character is. Where are you gonna go, Pin him on the edge before he gets a chance to hit me with his nonsense. Okay, so let's go. Random ingredients. Undercooked, that's unfortunate. I wanted to see if eventually we just find one that works. We got Hunter's Stew out of that. Yeah, I was hoping that if I just kept spamming it, eventually it's gonna be reasonable with me. And then my cooking would just go up enough to start making things that work. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So I just wasted all my food ingredients, basically. But I imagine eventually, once your food gets up there like that, surely, right? Eventually you can just spam away. Get rid of all this undercooked food, because I really don't want to accidentally eat that and then give myself like a sickness debuff. And wrap it around here is perhaps where that boss would have been, which we already killed him, but I want his chest. Indeed, here we are. Maybe up there will take me to reinforced chest. So does that mean that it's beefier rewards, perhaps? Coin. Poison splash, throwing knives, burning ore, iron ore, poison arrow, and a spell. We got summon corpse eater as a spell. We might take a look at summons just to show you all how it works. Definitely we'll take the lockpick. Okay, this is gonna take me to where that archer ass was from earlier. I don't like the idea of leaving him alive. Damn it, I didn't mean to break that. Although we already have 50 lockpicks, I'm glad that plenty. That's how I level up. Wonderful. Where exactly am I in this cave system? Oh, I'm right back in the opening, huh? Well, I know for a fact that there's a way to get around to him because there was an entrance behind him, so maybe it's up here. Maybe this will take us to our archer friend. 'Cause he shot at me, so he deserves to die. Let's see if we can figure out how to get to him. We dropped out that way last time, so maybe this way takes us to him. Arrow leather hood. That's where we would have got some archery stuff if we cared to. We had come in this way. Yeah, man, I really don't know how to kill this last guy. he's right there. Here is a dead end.
Stay sharp.
I wonder, can I just climb up to you? Oh, ass.
I'll teach you to respect me.
Look like it. Underwater wave, maybe?
Beg for mercy.
I got no idea. But there's clearly like a little cave entrance behind him, right? So. I guess I am missing the point of that. Somewhere.
Say your prayers.
Let me quickly just check. See if there's a way to do that from over here. Take his golden ring. Yeah, man, even if I got no idea how to get up there. Alrighty, well, if that's the case, I guess we can leave one survivor. He can tell us bandit friends about us. You got lucky that you're up somewhere where I can't figure out. I actually also remembered that there was that goddess shrine that we found on the last episode too. And when I was going back and recording, editing the video we'd already recorded, like doing timestamps and stuff, I noticed that there's actually some roses for that I walked right on by, actually, so we'll go get that beforehand as well. Before I wrap up, sorry. I'm a little tired today. Yeah, we're gonna go see what that goddess shrine was all about too. If I can remember where the roses are. I think they were right up the road from where we first spawned in on the beach after the boat crash, if I recall correctly, so we'll go check that out. Assuming this waypoint is pointing us towards the exit for this. Okay, so far so good on exploration. That was a cool little dungeon. I feel like I definitely missed loot up where that one guy is, but without knowing how to get up there, I don't want to spend like an hour running around a cave just to find out that I just needed to gun him down with a bow, kind of thing. Okay, so to our... It's kind of hard to see what the hell we're doing when it's nighttime, huh? Hit a bonfire. So we have an attribute available. This is our melee damage +1, max stamina, and armor weight multiplier goes down. Stamina regen is fine. I think for this level, we'll probably go strength for our melee damage. Gotta be a good shout. And for skill trees, we had heavy attacks while wielding 2 weapons, cost 35% less stamina. So here, if we do adaptive combat, we can get the fighting with 2 weapons of different types increases phys damage by 20%. So here we can buff our physical damage, or we can use the same and buff our attack speed. I don't really know what I want there. I mean, I think I'll get this regardless to get to the blocking. But in terms of all this stuff, like 20% damage is a huge damage buff. But increasing attack speed by 20% is no slouch either. It's against the same enemy within 5 seconds of each other, resets. Increased damage for each consecutive one. Handed weapon hit by 1%. And I assume all this applies to two-handed too, since they're in the same tree. Or dual wielding, sorry. I think we'll go with the attack speed to get down to the block. And then we're definitely dipping into this. Having a free offhand decreases the stamina cost of parrying by 50. We'll never have a free offhand. Increases critical chance for each one-handed hit by 1% up to 5% consecutive hit. This is heavy attacks with one-handed weapons. Reduce the target's stamina by 5% of the inflicted damage and debilitating blows. What else did we have here? Because, so that's health, stam. Movement, this is the dash, right? Yes. Dash costs 20% less stamina. I think we'll only need to do that once for right now, at least. Increase attack speed by 2%. Parry window is increased by 0.1. You can parry projectiles, that's cool. When you parry, you have a 3% chance to stun. Parrying drains 20% more stamina from enemies, that's huge. Parrying increases lifesteal by 10%. And parrying increases critical chance by 20. Where was the one that was, critical hits, stealth, daggers, armor, statuses. An enemy has an active status on them, they take 10 more damage. Crafted and traded. Then items is 20% more profitable. All these 20% buffs are huge. And thank you for telling me the numbers, by the way, developers. I hate when they don't give you the numbers. Food regens 10 more health. And then armor would be increase armor value of your equipment by 2%. And this is godly physique, right? Yeah. Let's get the... Well, I definitely need this to get to this. So, let's get to this. Because I did get a second, I got a second short sword. Anyway, right? So, we'll be trying the same ones here in a second. Go to 6. I get some daylight. Alright, so let's try. Need 6 strength for this to get the most out of the damage. Let's try this. And then we might put that mace on once we have the strength for it. Okay, so we got dual short swords now. Right, so the shrine is here. That's by this fire. And the only thing we needed that we didn't have for it was a rose. And I remember seeing roses up on the road. From the beach that we spawned at. So let's go grab some roses. And then we'll come back and we'll try and hit that shrine. If I can... Can I wiggle? Can I Skyrim this? No, I can't. Okay. Good to know, there is no wiggle. You gotta do things the old-fashioned way. There's a chest, it's a rock. This is our merchant friend. That's the beach, so I think the roses are up left. I'm definitely gonna be shaving. Tired, man. I'm definitely gonna be saving before I hit that shrine. These are the roses I was telling you guys about that I saw on my recording that I was editing. That's the roses. I think that is a town, the town where we're supposed to be heading, actually, so... I'll go directly to that town next episode, I think. But first... we got this stuff. Shrine's right down here. Now that I have all the ingredients for it, because we already had feathers and some other stuff that we picked up, so... I would assume... make an offering to the All-Mother. Well, actually, before I do that, let's save, just in case it spawns like a hell demon that kills my ass. The All-Mother's Mercy Amulet. Receiving fatal damage leaves you with 100% max health instead of dying, but destroys the amulet. Okay, so we'll be keeping that close. We're not gonna equip that right away. Take me, all mother, into your embrace. The feather is a symbol, my light heart. This rose, a love confession. This sage, a promise of purity. Please protect me now and forever. Love me as I love you. Yeah, we're not gonna take the amulet and put it on right away just because I don't know if that's worth. That's something we need to be careful with, right? We gotta be cautious about that. We can't just throw that on and then we play bad one time against some like random goblin and then it's gone. That's something we want to use in the heat of the moment against a very tough enemy. That could also straight up be like a scripted death at some point in this. Giant sword on a mountain off in the distance. So many questions. Okay, so we got some more zombies back here. Let's see how new dual-wielding attack speed feels, shall we? Come on then. What the fuck is that? Bro. What's your horses? A griffin? It looked like a griffin. I was not ready for the random griffin to like screech above me while I was not focused on that. Blood Lake. What is in this little cubby? Like, we're gonna mess with the Blood Lake, but... Friend or enemy? Friend. Could I have gone further up the beach this way? I don't think so, right? It looks like this road probably loops to behind the beach. Let's talk to this guy.
Oi! Oi! Where do you think you're going? This is my spot. You can, take the other side. Just don't get greedy.
What are you doing with this statue?
What do you think? It's good material. Be a shame to leave it rotting in the ground. Doesn't hurt that it pays well, if the keepers don't catch you. But they're barely around anyway.
The keepers? The statue. Isn't that King Arthur?
Aye, it is. So what? It's just stone. Not like I'm chopping up the man himself.
The way it's glowing, I don't think it is just stone. It feels a bit disrespectful.
Maybe he'd be more respected if his entire bloody kingdom wasn't in a shambles. What kind of king leaves no heir, only to show up now and then, wave his sword and fix nothing? This statue's done more for me and my family than Arthur ever did.
That's a fair point, honestly, and I wanted to pick that option since we have King Arthur in our head.
Me? I just do what needs doing.
Everything we hear, he hears, so... Want me to take the other side. Copper. Miner's tunnels. Well, I assume that is another dungeon. Alright, so what do we like on time? It's been 34 minutes. On weight, we're still medium, so that's good. I wish I had the strength to use this, but we need 6. See, if we had the strength we needed to use it, it would be at 17 to 20, I guess. But because we don't, it's down at 12 to 14. And conversely, the short sword here is doing 15 to 17 damage, and I assume that's because we have the requirements. So it gets a little spicier, maybe. Yeah, man. I think I'll put... We still have the Spear of an Ancient Hero, too, but we don't have the dexterity for this either. Old steel mace. 10 health after killing an enemy is really good. Attacks against targets at full health are always critical, which is cool, and it also bleeds, which could be spicy here. Summon Corpse Eater, Burning Ember, and Hailstone. But we don't have magic for really any of this stuff. Actually, we do have the spell requirements for this, so let's put that there. And then we can't use this yet, so we'll have to put the short sword there too. But okay. Effective. Alright, everybody. Well, before we dip into the miners' tunnels here and check that dungeon out, that's a pretty good spot to wrap up, I think. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Peace.